that camera work?
3, 2, 1, and action.
We are in a little park off of River Road in St. Paul. The Mississippi River is that way, down the bottom of the hill. It actually was a part of my doctoral project. I did a doctorate of ministry at Andover Newton Theological School in Massachusetts. Why poetry? My answer is always, why not poetry? For me, poetry is a kind of verbal how do you say that word? Iconography? Poetry creates a verbal icon, in my opinion. So if I'm writing poetry about God, about humans in search of a relationship with God, poetry seems the natural thing. It creates a verbal image that points in the direction of God. So many things. Advent is about so many things. In the Northeast, now the Northern Midwest, the Northern Hemisphere really, we are celebrating the coming of the light in a season of increasing darkness. And when humans experience darkness, it's important for us to remember that there is light. Whether it's seasonal darkness, or emotional darkness, or spiritual darkness, there is always light coming. And in Advent, we prepare anew for the light of Christ. We build on hope and peace and joy and love that Christ brings, and we wait and we anticipate that, but our waiting is an active waiting. Favorite meditation in the Advent book? I have a couple. My favorite is one called Human Ways, where I really talk about God waiting for us to get it. God's waiting for us to respond to all that God has done in the world. It's probably my favorite. And I also have another one about the first snow of this season, which I like too. But Human Ways is probably my favorite. What do I hope for a new reader or a rereader of my book? I hope that they encounter God in a new way. I hope that they experience something different that opens them to the light of Christ in a way that hadn't been opened before. To really just be with God in a different way. A lot of my poems have ocean imagery because I grew up on Cape Cod and the ocean became a sacred space for me. So when I think of where I am or where I have been most open to encountering God and being most open to spiritual experiences, it's at the ocean. So, and I can easily recreate those scenes in my mind. Who knows, someday maybe I'll write about being on the shores of the Mississippi River. But for now, it's still ocean. Well, this has been a fun conversation, and I hope everyone has a joyous and peaceful Advent.